If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. This is the latest official DVSA-style questions video out there. Today, we will go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 5 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Question 1. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? Answer is D. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake, because you'll need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrances where vehicles could be waiting to pull out. Question 2. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? Answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. This sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 3. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? Answer is D. The cyclist may swerve into the road. When you're turning into a side road, pedestrians who are crossing have priority. You should wait to allow them to finish crossing safely. Be patient if they're slow or unsteady. Don't try to rush them by sounding your horn, flashing your lights, revving your engine, or giving any other inappropriate signal. Question 4. What should you do if you want to turn left at a junction where pedestrians have started to cross? Answer is B. Give way to them. When following a cyclist, be aware that they have to deal with the hazards around them. They may wobble or swerve to avoid a pothole in the road or see a potential hazard and change direction suddenly. Don't follow them too closely or rev your engine impatiently. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. A route for pedestrians and cyclists. This sign shows a shared route for pedestrians and cyclists. When it ends, the cyclists will be rejoining the main road. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. What should you do before slowing down or stopping your vehicle? Answer is D. Use the mirrors. Before slowing down or stopping, check the mirrors to see what's happening behind you. Also assess what's ahead and make sure you give the correct signal if it will help other road users. Question 7. You're following a large vehicle. Why should you stay a safe distance behind it? Answer is A. You'll give the driver a chance to see you in their mirrors. If you're following a large vehicle but are so close to it that you can't see its exterior mirrors, the driver won't be able to see you. Keeping well back will also allow you to see the road ahead by looking past the large vehicle. Question 8. You're driving along this road. What should you do if the red car cuts in close in front of you? Answer is B. Drop back to leave the correct separation distance. There are times when other drivers make incorrect or ill-judged decisions. Be tolerant and try not to retaliate or react aggressively. Always consider the safety of other road users, your passengers, and yourself. Question 9. How would underinflated tires affect your vehicle? Answer is C. The vehicle's stopping distance would increase. Your tires are your only contact with the road. To prevent problems with braking and steering, keep your tires free from defects. They must have sufficient tread depth and be correctly inflated. Correct tire pressures help reduce the risk of skidding and provide a safer and more comfortable drive or ride. Question 10. What makes the vehicle in the picture environmentally friendly? Answer is D. It's powered by electricity. Trams are powered by electricity and therefore don't emit exhaust fumes. They ease traffic congestion by offering drivers an alternative to using their car, particularly in busy cities and towns. Question 11. What does it mean if your vehicle keeps bouncing after you sharply press down and release on the bodywork over a wheel? Answer is D. The shock absorbers are worn. If you find that your vehicle bounces as you drive around a corner or bend in the road, the shock absorbers might be worn. To test your shock absorbers, sharply press down and release above each wheel. If the vehicle continues to bounce, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic. Question 12. How should you drive when you're driving along a road that has road humps? Answer is D. Maintain a reduced speed throughout. Road humps are there for a reason, to protect vulnerable road users by reducing the speed of traffic. Don't accelerate harshly between the humps. Put the safety of others first and maintain a reduced speed throughout the zone. Question 13. You have to make an unexpected journey. You're carrying a 5-year-old child on the back seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. How should you seat them if a correct child restraint isn't available? Answer is D. Using an adult seat belt. In journeys of unexpected necessity, and when a correct child restraint isn't available, the child must sit on the rear seat and use an adult seat belt. In a collision, unrestrained objects and people can cause serious injury or even death. Question 14. How much can stopping distances increase in icy conditions? Answer is B. 10 times. Tire grip is greatly reduced in icy conditions. For this reason, you need to allow up to 10 times the stopping distance you would allow on dry roads. Question 15. You're driving along a country road. You see this sign. What should you do after dealing safely with the hazard? Answer is D. Test your brakes. If your brakes have been thoroughly soaked, you should check that they're working properly before you build up speed again. Before you do this, Remember to check your mirrors and consider what's behind you. Question 16. You're on a 3-lane motorway. How should you overtake a slow-moving lorry in the middle lane if it's showing this sign? Answer is C. Approach with care and overtake on the left of the lorry. This sign is found on slow-moving or stationary works vehicles. If you wish to overtake it, do so on the left, as indicated. Be aware that there might be people working in the area. Question 17. What type of vehicle uses an amber flashing beacon on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. A tractor. An amber flashing beacon on a vehicle indicates that it's moving slowly or stopped and a possible hazard. Look well ahead on a dual carriageway and you should be able to see and respond to these vehicles in good time. Question 18. What might you expect to happen in this situation? Answer is D. Traffic will move into the left-hand lane. Be courteous and allow the traffic to merge into the left-hand lane. Question 19. Why should these road markings be kept clear? Answer is B. To allow children to see and be seen when they're crossing the road. The markings are there to show that the area should be kept clear. This is to allow an unrestricted view for or approaching drivers and riders or children wanting to cross the road. Question 20. You see a horse rider as you approach a roundabout. What should you do if they're signaling right but keeping well to the left? Answer is A. Stay well back. Allow the horse rider to enter and exit the roundabout in their own time. They may feel safer keeping to the left all the way around the roundabout. Don't get up close behind or alongside them, because that would probably upset the horse and create a dangerous situation. Question 21. What should you do if you think the driver of the vehicle in front has forgotten to cancel their right indicator? Answer is A. Stay behind and don't overtake. Be cautious and don't attempt to overtake. The driver may be unsure of the location of a junction and may turn suddenly. Question 22. You're driving on this dual carriageway. Why may you need to slow down? Answer is A. There are roadworks ahead of you. Look well ahead and read any road signs as you drive. They're there to inform you of what's ahead. In this case, you may need to slow down and change direction. Check your mirrors so you know what's happening around you before you change speed or direction. Question 23. What should you do if it's raining and you're following this lorry on a motorway? Answer is D. Be aware of spray reducing your vision. The usual 2-second time gap increases to 4 seconds when the roads are wet. If you stay well back, you'll be able to see past the vehicle or be out of the spray thrown up by the lorry's tires, or give yourself more time to stop if the need arises, or increase your chances of being seen by the lorry driver. Question 24. Why should you check for motorcyclists just before turning right into a side road? Answer is B. They may be overtaking on your right. Never attempt to change direction to the right without first checking your right-hand mirror and blind spot. A motorcyclist might not have seen your signal and could be hidden by other traffic. This observation should become a matter of routine. Question 25. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and can be hard to see. What must they display if they're traveling on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. Flashing amber beacon. Powered vehicles used by disabled people are small and low, making them hard to see on the road. They also travel very slowly. On an unrestricted dual carriageway, they must display a flashing amber beacon to warn other road users of their presence. Question 26. What would you do if you see older people crossing the road ahead? Answer is A. Be patient and allow them to cross in their own time. Be aware that older people might take a long time to cross the road. They might also be hard of hearing and not hear you approaching. Don't hurry older people across the road by getting too close to them or revving your engine. Question 27. Why should you look carefully for motorcyclists and cyclists at junctions? Answer is C. They are harder to see. Cyclists and motorcyclists are smaller than other vehicles and so are more difficult to see. They can easily be hidden from your view by cars parked near a junction. Question 28. Where would you see this sign? Answer is C. On a school bus. School buses can stop to pick up or drop off school children at places that aren't designated bus stops. Watch out for children crossing the road to catch the bus or from the far side of the bus if they've just been dropped off. Question 29. What should you do if the left-hand pavement is closed due to street repairs? Answer is A. Watch out for pedestrians walking in the road. Where street repairs have closed off pavements, proceed carefully and slowly, as pedestrians might have to walk in the road. Question 30. What should you do when you're following a motorcyclist along a road that has a poor surface? Answer is C. Allow extra room in case they swerve to avoid potholes. To avoid being unbalanced, a motorcyclist might swerve to avoid potholes and bumps in the road. Be prepared for this and allow them extra space. Question 31. When would you use the right-hand lane of a two-lane dual carriageway? Answer is C. When you're turning right or overtaking. Normally you should travel in the left-hand lane and only use the right-hand lane for overtaking or turning right. Move back into the left lane as soon as it's safe, but don't cut in across the path of the vehicle you've just passed. Question 32. A cycle lane, marked by a solid white line, is in operation. What does this mean for car drivers? Answer is D. They mustn't drive along the lane. While it's in operation, Other vehicles must not use this part of the carriageway except to pick up or set down passengers. At other times, when the lane isn't in operation, you should still be aware that there may be cyclists using the lane. Give them plenty of room as you pass and allow for their movement from side to side, especially in windy weather or on a bumpy road. Question 33. You're looking for somewhere to park your vehicle. Neither you or your passenger are disabled. What should you do if the only free spaces are marked for disabled drivers? Answer is B. Wait for a regular parking space to become free. It's illegal to park in a space reserved for disabled drivers unless you're permitted to do so. These spaces are provided for people with limited mobility, who may need extra space to get in and out of their vehicle. Question 34. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is B. Give priority to oncoming traffic. Priority signs are normally shown where the road is narrow and there isn't enough room for two vehicles to pass. Examples are narrow bridges, roadworks, and where there's a width restriction. Make sure you know who has priority. Don't force your way through. Show courtesy and consideration to other road users. Question 35. What does this line across the road at the entrance to a roundabout mean? Answer is A. Give way to traffic from the right. Slow down as you approach the roundabout and check for traffic from the right. If you need to stop and give way, stay behind the broken line until it's safe to emerge onto the roundabout. Question 36. You're driving on a busy main road. What should you do if you find that you're driving in the wrong direction? Answer is B. Turn around in a side road. Don't turn around in a busy street or reverse from a side road into a main road. Find a quiet side road and choose a place to turn around where you won't obstruct an entrance or exit. Look out for pedestrians and cyclists as well as other traffic. Question 37. When may you stop on an urban clearway? Answer is C. To set down and pick up passengers. Urban clearways have their times of operation clearly signed. You may only stop to pick up or set down passengers. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 39. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? Answer is A. High vehicles. The triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No stopping. This is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you aren't allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 41. When may you sound your vehicle's horn? Answer is C. To warn others of your presence. Never sound your vehicle's horn aggressively. You mustn't sound it in a built-up area between 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m., or when you're stationary, unless another road user poses a danger. Don't scare animals by sounding your horn. Question 42. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Quayside or river bank. You should be careful in these locations, as the road surface is likely to be wet and slippery. There may be a steep drop to the water, and there may not be a barrier along the edge of the road. Question 43. You've stopped at a railway level crossing. What should you do if the red lights continue to flash after a train has gone by? Answer is D. Wait. You must always obey red flashing stoplights. If a train passes but the lights continue to flash, another train will be passing soon. Cross only when the lights go off and the barriers open. Question 44. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate, V5C, is updated? Answer is B. The registered vehicle keeper. It's your legal responsibility to keep the details on your vehicle registration certificate, V5C, up to date. You should tell the licensing authority about any changes. These include your name, address, or vehicle details. If you don't do this, you may have problems when you try to sell your vehicle. Question 45. When must your vehicle have valid insurance cover? Answer is B. Before you can tax the vehicle. Your vehicle must have valid insurance cover before you can tax it. If required, it will also need to have a valid MOT certificate. You can tax your vehicle online, by phone, or at certain post offices. Question 46. You arrive at an incident. A pedestrian is bleeding heavily from a leg wound. The leg isn't broken and there's nothing in the wound. How could you help? Answer is C. Apply firm pressure over the wound. You should protect yourself from exposure to blood, and then apply firm pressure over the wound to stem the flow of blood. As soon as practical, fasten a pad to the wound with a bandage or length of cloth. Use the cleanest material available. Question 47. Which document may the police ask you to produce after you've been involved in a collision? Answer is C. Your driving license. You must stop if you've been involved in a collision that results in injury or damage. The police may ask to see your driving license and insurance details at the time or later at a police station. Question 48. What should you do first if your vehicle has broken down on an automatic railway level crossing? Answer is D. Get everyone out of the vehicle and clear of the crossing. First, get yourself and anyone else well away from the crossing. If there's a railway telephone, use that to get instructions from the signal operator. Then, if there's time, move the vehicle clear of the crossing. Question 49. What should you do if you're towing a trailer and it starts to swing from side to side? Answer is D. Ease off the accelerator to reduce your speed. Strong winds or buffeting from large vehicles can cause a trailer or caravan to swing from side to side. Snake. If this happens, ease off the accelerator. Don't brake harshly, steer sharply, or increase your speed. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Stopping place for buses. This sign shows that this is a stopping place for buses. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 1. The St. Andrew's Cross is used at level crossings where? Answer is D. There are no gates or barriers. The St. Andrew's Cross is used at level crossings where there are no gates or barriers. Question 2. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. No local buses. This sign means that vehicles designed to carry more than 8 passengers, excluding driver, or local buses are not permitted. Question 3. Why should you never wave people across at pedestrian crossings? Answer is B. Another vehicle may be coming. If people are waiting to use a pedestrian crossing, slow down and be prepared to stop. Don't wave them across the road, because another driver may not have seen them, may not have seen your signal, and may not be able to stop safely. Question 4. What should you do if you're being followed by an ambulance showing flashing blue lights? Answer is A. Pull over as soon as it's safe to do so. Pull over in a place where the ambulance can pass safely. Check that there are no bollards or obstructions in the road that will prevent it from passing. Question 5. The conditions are good and dry. When should you use the 2-second rule? Answer is A. When checking your gap from the vehicle in front. In good conditions, the 2-second rule can be used to check the distance between your vehicle and the one in front. This technique works on roads carrying faster traffic. Choose a fixed object, such as a bridge, sign, or tree. When the vehicle ahead passes this object, say to yourself, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. If you reach the object before you finish saying this, you're too close. Question 6. You're traveling along a single-track road. There's a passing place on your right. What should you do if you see a vehicle coming towards you? Answer is B. Wait opposite the passing place. When you meet oncoming vehicles on a single-track road, you should allow them to pass. You should pull into a passing place on your left or wait opposite a passing place on your right. Do not move onto the verge as there may be hidden hazards. Question 7. You're driving a car that has a diesel engine. What can a loose filler cap on your fuel tank cause? Answer is C. It can make the road slippery for other road users. Diesel fuel can spill out if your filler cap isn't secured properly. This is most likely to occur on bends, junctions, and roundabouts, where it will make the road slippery, especially if it's wet. At the end of a spell of dry weather, road surfaces may be especially slippery where diesel has been spilled but it hasn't been washed away by rain. Question 8. What could cause you to crash if the level is allowed to get too low? Answer is A. Brake fluid level. You should carry out frequent checks on all fluid levels, but particularly brake fluid. As the brake pads or shoes wear down, the brake fluid level will drop. If it drops below the minimum mark on the fluid reservoir, air could enter the hydraulic system and lead to a loss of braking efficiency or even complete brake failure. Question 9. What's the legal minimum depth of tread for car tires? Answer is D. 1.6 millimeters. Car tires must have sufficient depth of tread to give them a good grip on the road surface. The legal minimum for cars is 1.6 millimeters. This depth should be across the central 3/4 of the breadth of the tire and around the entire circumference. Question 10. When should you check the engine oil level? Answer is D. Before a long journey. An engine can use more oil during long journeys than on shorter trips. Insufficient engine oil is potentially dangerous. It can lead to excessive wear, mechanical breakdown, and expensive repairs. Most cars have a dipstick to allow the oil level to be checked. If not, you should refer to the vehicle handbook. Question 11. Why should you check the information leaflet before taking any medicine? Answer is C. Some types of medicine can affect your ability to drive safely. Always check the label or information leaflet for any medication you take. The medicine might affect your driving. If you aren't sure, ask your doctor or pharmacist. Question 12. Which type of glasses would make driving at night more difficult? Answer is D. Tinted. If you're driving at night or in poor visibility, tinted lenses will reduce the efficiency of your vision by reducing the amount of light reaching your eyes. Question 13. You're approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but positions over to the right? Answer is D. Keep well back. At mini roundabouts, there isn't much room for a long vehicle to maneuver. It will have to swing out wide so that it can complete the turn safely. Keep well back and don't try to move up alongside it. Question 14. You're following a lorry on a wet road. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? Answer is D. Drop back until you can see better. Large vehicles can throw up a lot of spray when it's wet. This makes it difficult for drivers behind to see the road ahead. You'll be able to see more by dropping back further, out of the spray. This will also increase your separation distance, giving you more room to stop if you have to. Question 15. What should you do as you approach this lorry? Answer is A. Slow down and be prepared to wait. When turning, long vehicles need much more room on the road than other vehicles. At junctions, they may take up the whole of the road space, so be patient and allow them the room they need. Question 16. What must you do when you're overtaking a car at night? Answer is D. Make sure you don't dazzle other road users. To prevent your headlights from dazzling the driver of the car in front, wait until you've passed them before switching to main beam. Question 17. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by headlights coming towards you? Answer is C. Slow down or stop. If the headlights of an oncoming vehicle dazzle you, slow down or, if necessary, stop. Don't close your eyes or swerve, as you'll increase your chances of having a collision. Don't flash your headlights either, as this could dazzle other drivers and make the situation worse. Question 18. When may front fog lights be used? Answer is A. When visibility is seriously reduced. Your fog lights must only be used when visibility is reduced to 100 meters, 328 feet, or less. You need to be familiar with the layout of your dashboard so you're aware if your fog lights have been switched on in error, or you've forgotten to switch them off. Question 19. What's the national speed limit on motorways for cars and motorcycles? Answer is D. 70 miles per hour. Traveling at the national speed limit doesn't allow you to hog the right-hand lane. Always use the left-hand lane whenever possible. When leaving a motorway, get into the left-hand lane well before your exit. Reduce your speed on the slip road and look out for sharp bends or curves and traffic queuing at roundabouts. Question 20. Your vehicle has broken down on a motorway. In which direction should you walk to find the nearest emergency telephone? Answer is A. In the direction shown on the marker posts. Along the hard shoulder there are marker posts at 100-meter intervals. These will direct you to the nearest emergency telephone. Question 21. You're on a country road. What should you expect to see coming towards you on your side of the road? Answer is D. Pedestrians. On a quiet country road, always be aware that there may be a hazard just around the next bend, such as a slow-moving vehicle or pedestrians. Pedestrians are advised to walk on the right-hand side of the road if there's no pavement, so they may be walking towards you on your side of the road. Question 22. You want to reverse into a side road. What should you do if you aren't sure that the area behind your car is clear? Answer is A. Get out and check. If you can't tell whether there's anything behind you, it's always safest to check before reversing. There may be a small child or a low obstruction close behind your car. Question 23. You're driving in town. Why should you be careful if there's a bus at a bus stop on the other side of the road? Answer is A. Pedestrians might come from behind the bus. If you see a bus ahead, watch out for pedestrians. They might not be able to see you if they're behind the bus. Question 24. You're following a large vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? Answer is A. Wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Hold back and wait until the vehicle has turned before proceeding. Don't overtake, because the vehicle turning left could hide another vehicle emerging from the same junction. Question 25. What should you do if there's a bus at a bus stop ahead of you? Answer is C. Watch carefully for the sudden appearance of pedestrians. As you approach, look out for any signal the driver might make. If you pass the vehicle, watch out for pedestrians attempting to cross the road from behind the bus. They'll be hidden from view until the last moment. Question 26. Why would you fit chains to your wheels? Answer is C. To help prevent skidding in deep snow. Chains can be fitted to your wheels in snowy conditions. They can help you to move off without wheel spin, or to keep moving in deep snow. You'll still need to adjust your driving to suit these conditions. Question 27. You're traveling along a motorway. Where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? Answer is A. On a steep gradient. Large, slow-moving vehicles can hinder the progress of other traffic. On a steep gradient, an extra crawler lane may be provided for slow-moving vehicles to allow faster-moving traffic to flow more easily. Question 28. You're on a motorway. The hard shoulder is not being used as a running lane. When should you use the hard shoulder? Answer is B. When you're stopping in an emergency. Don't use the hard shoulder for stopping unless it's an emergency. If you want to stop for any other reason, go to the next exit or service area. Question 29. What helps to reduce traffic bunching on a motorway? Answer is B. Variable speed limits. Congestion can be reduced by keeping traffic at a constant speed. At busy times, maximum speed limits are displayed on overhead gantries. These can be varied quickly, depending on the amount of traffic. By keeping to a constant speed on busy sections of motorway, overall journey times are normally improved. Question 30. You're looking for somewhere to park at night. When may you park on the right-hand side of the road? Answer is A. When you're in a one-way street. Red rear reflectors show up when headlights shine on them. These are useful when you're parked at night, but they'll only reflect if you park in the same direction as the traffic flow. Normally you should park on the left, but in a one-way street you may also park on the right-hand side of the road. Question 31. Who is authorized to signal you to stop? Answer is D. A police officer. You must obey signals to stop given by police and traffic officers, traffic wardens, and school crossing patrols. Failure to do so is an offense and could lead to prosecution. Question 32. You want to park and you see this sign. What should you do on the days and times shown? Answer is D. Park in a bay and pay. Parking restrictions apply in a variety of places and situations. Make sure you know the rules and understand where and when restrictions apply. Controlled parking areas will be indicated by signs and road markings. Parking in the wrong place could cause an obstruction and danger to other traffic. It can also result in a fine. Question 33. You want to turn right at a box junction. What should you do if there's oncoming traffic? Answer is A. Wait in the box junction if your exit is clear. You can wait in the box junction as long as your exit is clear. At some point there'll be a gap in the oncoming traffic, or the traffic lights will change, allowing you to proceed. Question 34. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Waiting restrictions apply. There'll be a plate or additional sign to tell you when the restrictions apply. Question 35. What messages are given by circular traffic signs that have a blue background? Answer is B. They give mandatory instructions. Signs with blue circles generally give mandatory instruction. These are often found in urban areas and include signs for mini roundabouts and directional arrows. Question 36. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is C. Danger ahead. This sign is there to alert you to the likelihood of danger ahead. It may be accompanied by a plate indicating the type of hazard. Be ready to reduce your speed and take avoiding action. Question 37. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Steep hill downwards. This sign gives you an early warning that the road ahead will slope downhill. Prepare to alter your speed and gear. Looking at the sign from left to right will show you whether the road slopes uphill or downhill. Question 38. Other drivers may sometimes flash their headlights at you. What's the official meaning of this signal? Answer is C. They're warning you of their presence. If other drivers flash their headlights, this isn't a signal to show priority. The flashing of headlights has the same meaning as sounding the horn. It's a warning of their presence. Question 39. Which sign informs you that you're coming to a no-through road? Answer is C. This sign is found at the entrance to a road that can only be used for access. Question 40. What should you do when you're approaching traffic lights that have red and amber showing together? Answer is D. Wait for the green light. Be aware that other traffic might still be clearing the junction as you approach. A green light means you may go on, but only if the way is clear. Question 41. When may you use hazard warning lights while you're driving? Answer is D. On a motorway or unrestricted dual carriageway, to warn of a hazard ahead. When there's queuing traffic ahead and you have to slow down or even stop, briefly showing your hazard warning lights will help alert the traffic behind to the hazard. Question 42. In order to supervise a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of vehicle for at least 3 years. What other requirement must you meet? Answer is C. To be at least 21 years old. Learner drivers benefit by combining professional driving lessons with private practice. However, you need to be at least 21 years old and have held your driving license for at least 3 years before you can supervise a learner driver. Question 43. You're the first person to arrive at an incident where people are badly injured. You've switched on your hazard warning lights and checked all engines are stopped. What else should you do? Answer is A. Make sure that an ambulance has been called. If you're the first to arrive at a crash scene, the first concerns are the risk of further collision and fire. Ensuring that vehicle engines are switched off will reduce the risk of fire. Use hazard warning lights so that other traffic knows there's a need for caution. Make sure the emergency services are contacted. Don't assume it's already been done. Question 44. At an incident, how could you help a casualty who has stopped breathing? Answer is B. Follow the DVSA code. The DVSA code has been devised by medical experts to give the best outcome until the emergency services arrive and take care of casualties. Question 45. What information should you share if you're involved in a collision that causes damage to another vehicle? Answer is C. Your name, address, and vehicle registration number. Try to keep calm and don't rush. Make sure that you've shared all the relevant details with the other driver before you leave the scene. If possible, take pictures and note the positions of all the vehicles involved. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Pedal cycles are prohibited. This sign tells you that riding pedal cycles is prohibited. Question 47. What does the following sign mean? Answer is B. Slippery road. This sign warns you that the road is slippery. Question 48. What does the following sign warn you about? Answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles. This sign warns you about slow-moving vehicles. Question 49. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 50. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.